say I think anything, you know. Oh no, Michael's dead then.
We're not allowed.
We're not
Are
allowed
we?
to speak on
Corey Feldman says Michael never did anything to him, right?
Said he was the best buddy, right? And so did Colin McCulkin, right?
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah,
Never
maybe that's what I was thinking of.
penetrated him. Just heavy petting.
Steve, sit in my chair for a minute.
Oh, God, I'm gonna feel the power. Can I please remove the dildo?
Yes, you may.
I wonder if any kids are upset because Michael didn't molest them.
Like Mr. Mackey.
Hey. Not Mr. Mackey.
All right, perfect.
It was, does that mean I gotta get up?
You don't have to. No.
It was Mr. Garrison.
Right. Oh, yeah, Mr. Garrison. You're right. You're right. You're right.
And I love the fact that Mr. Garrison had a sex change and then realized he was a lesbian. Let's scissor. Hey, Donna, we gonna scissor tonight? Scissoring was his favorite thing to do, man. Ever since I seen that episode, and the most awesome thing, you know, because it was a 300 reference episode. The most awesome thing was that the women's club was called LeBeaus, Lesbos, LeBeaus. South Park is so outrageous. You know, I was talking with someone today, and I reiterated that comedy is comedy. It shouldn't be malicious and personal, but as long as it's meant in good humor and to make someone laugh, and that's what it does, it's all good. Oh, I'm sorry, did that make you upset? Relax, brother. It's gonna be okay.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Hello, hello. Is anybody in there? Not if you can hear me.
Remember when Edson Barbosa knocked out Terrietta with that spinning wheel kick?
Yeah. That was probably one of the best kicks in UFC.
I'd say it was. Let me see something like this today.
Bam. Dude, he was out before, he was out when he was still vertical.
Out before it hit the ground, we call that.
Definitely. He was
That was,
out.
and that was a good fight up until then. Like, it was pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, but I mean that kick does come out of nowhere.
Yeah. And that's putting anybody that it lands out. Like, it's a heel right here.
Yeah.
And
All right, we're live on YouTube. We got 3 minutes before we go live on.
And when you have that torque coming around, like you said, spinning, it's just massive, you know.
I don't think there's a man alive that could take that.
Not if it lands right.
I bet that Russian dude that's a slap champion could.
Maybe.
Because he got no neck. What's he gonna do?
There was a Japanese guy that used to fight in Pride named Fujita, who had this big ass, we call it a Fujita head.
Yeah.
But he would take tons of punches. I mean, back then there wasn't so many kicks, but
Yeah.
I've seen him take a ton of punishment and just keep moving forward. The guy was insane.
Kind of like Bobo.
I don't know Bobo, but
Yeah, Bobo. He was the.
Bobo bot?
No, he was the big guy in the John Claude Van Damme movies. Had
Oh,
the big,
yeah, yeah.
huge chest.
I remember Chung Lee.
That was him, right? Chun Li.
Yeah.
Chung Li or Kung Li?
Chung.
Chung. Chung, right?
Chung.
C-H-U-N.
Because Kung
Not
Li,
him. Are you saying Chung?
Chung.
Kung Li was a guy who did some like kind of acting and stuff like that too, but he was a legitimate martial artist. Like he got into the octagon a couple
You're
times.
saying Cumley?
Kung, K-U-N-G.
Pan?
Is there a G on the end of that? Because Google this guy, because I think we're all might be talking about the same guy.
Hold on, I gotta get the.
Got just like a big chest.
No, he's a small guy.
Oh, this dude's like got a big chest, big head. Pam or Pan?
Pan?
With a D?
Pam.
Is there a G on that?
There's no G.
I think the G is silent. Is the D silent? Pardon me, Miss Lady, ma'am. I believe I can help with the pan in the pan situation. can't prove it.
We all were.
That was a little teaser.
Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
What? Nice call.
Thanks, man.
It's a remix.
What?
We love to learn.
I didn't authorize that. Loving to learn.
Oh, I love to learn.
You told her, you gave her carte blanche. Where? I wonder where she's at. Where did she move to Florida? Bailey, get in touch with us. Christopher Kimmons is watching. What's up? What's
Fuck
up?
you, Chris.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but working out, Chris.
Fuck you right in your ass, Chris. Love you, brother.
Chris is a loyal. He's a lunatic.
He is.
I've been saying that for years.
He is definitely that. Episode 250, getting nifty. Stephen T, MJ, AJ, what's thrifty? I had to make up a word in rhyme.
You know, sometimes you gotta make up a word. I'll use the
Like
word
Luke
don't be
did.
nothing, like Luke did. Just hang on to what you like, and if you missed it.
I'm the one that said just rub them in the biscuits.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from MJ's Lofty Dreams apartment and worldwide on YouTube and Facebook Live, this is the Moon Club podcast with AJ, MJ, and SJ. The Moon Club will talk about anything under the moon. No subject will ever be taboo. This episode of the Moon Club podcast is brought to you by Realtor MJ Adelman, Bloomington Normal's premier realtor for the Jew at home selling team at Remax Rising. And I want to be your realtor, and I'll out hustle everybody all day, every day, and then double up on Sunday just to prove it.
Oh, hey there. Making angels.
What's the state of the moon, brother?
All right, now I'm gonna make this very quick. Good evening, you lovely lunatic. This is 6:02 p.m. Tuesday, June 22nd, 2021. The moon is currently waxing gibbous. It is 94% illuminated, 42900 kilometers away from us. 12 days old, going from Scorpio to Sagittarius.
Ow.
So if the moon is 96% illuminated, are you saying I'm gonna guess that Steve? I'm gonna take the over on Steve. But how illuminated is Steve?
You know what? Thanks to Rhythm, Purple Punch, I'm fully illuminated. But I'm not going to give a shout out to the local dispensary. I'm going to say, grow your own, peeps. Get on the scene, plant that seed, do what you need. Eye to the sky, babies.
Look at the sunlight right there. It's perfect.
What is the legality on growing your own right now?
Grow up to 5 plants.
If you have
You're
a
a
medical
medical.
card?
If you have medical card.
Yeah, but if you don't have a medical card, you can't.
Shame on
still,
you.
right?
Shame on you. But
Does
It's
it go
just
from being
because-
legal to a Class X felony if you don't have a medical card?
I'm not sure the legality of it, but all
That would
it
be
is
something
is
to
the
know.
man, Charlie Bobo, trying to keep us down.
Charlie Bobo.
That's it. All he's trying to do is take the money. You know, it was bad when we was just hustling and making our own, growing our own, and selling it on the side, doing whatever. I'm not saying me personally. I'm just saying I know somebody that knew somebody
You know-
that may have known a couple people. But beside the fact, when we were making the money, it was bad. It was illegal. You need to be in jail.
You know,
But now that
that's
it's
why they-
flipped and the government's making the money.
That's why they didn't just decriminalize it. They wanted their cut.
Oh, they're getting
Where
their
does the
cut
money
also.
from the taxes that they make at like the dispensary? Is it allocated to like education or is it a fucking
I think it's straight to politicians'
Prince
dollars.
George
It
Mansion.
just all goes into coffers, and you know, who knows? And then they spend our money willy nilly, and we don't have
Right.
any
Yeah,
say in it.
they
But
shake it like a salt shaker.
You know, there's that new restaurant downtown, Shade Whitey's, right?
No,
Yeah.
I did not know that. Shea Whitey.
Way.
So that's a callback to
In
In
Living
Living
Color.
Color,
It is.
because you mentioned Charlie Bobo, so that came
Charlie
to mind.
Bobo.
But all right, so to get this thing started, I wanted to present to Steve a token of my appreciation for sending
Hey.
clients my way to buy a house, Mr. Dennis and Katie Pashaw. Bought 12 Foley from me and it closed last week. I'm pretty sure it might have been the week before. But $100 gift card to Amazon. So
I
Jeff
appreciate it.
Bezos gets some of his money. We were talking about
appreciate
Shake Whitey.
There you go. There you go.
So,
Thank
yeah.
you so much, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
no problem. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I appreciate
And
it.
Dennis and Katie, congratulations and enjoy for the rest of the time that you're going to be there.
Great little house, not even so little. It's over there on Foley Drive, which is off of Emerson,
It's a great
and
neighborhood.
it's a quad level, and they loved it. I showed it to a couple other people. There's certain things that they didn't like about it, but Dennis and Katie were all about it. It's different, but it is unique. I think he called it quirky. He liked the quirkiness
Yeah.
of it. So, there's a house out there for everybody, and I hope that they found their forever home. Not forever home, but I hope they found the home that they're going to be in for a while.
Yeah, as long as they want.
Yeah.
As long as they want.
So yeah. Thank you, Steve. Enjoy
Hey,
your
not
gift
a
card.
problem, man, anytime. And people remember, he will out-hustle anybody all day, every day. This proves it. He proves it time and time again. The only person that sells house better than him is Rolo. Simple as that.
Rolo's getting really good at both fixing computers and repairing houses.
Yeah.
And at some point, maybe Rolo will bless the Moon Club podcast members by jumping up on the bench next to Steve and getting on camera. But we can only hope.
Roll up.
We
He's
can only
enjoying
hope.
a bone right
You
now.
can't tell that dog what to do. He's his own person. He'll jump up there when he wants to.
When he's damn good ready.
Yep. You gonna do it, Rolo?
You like, hell to the no.
All right. So, you guys got any topics you want to discuss?
Yeah, speaking of...
I did want to discuss the UAP report, but
there
Steve,
you go.
ahead.
No, you go ahead. UAPs is always interesting to me.
Well, as you know, Monday, which was yesterday, the government was supposed to come out with a UAP report, which is supposed to
Get up here.
clarify what the Tic Tac, the gimbal, and the other one, what's flying around out there. And I think they basically came out and said nothing. They were speaking in platitudes.
Maybe. So, we've been hearing about these, what are now called UAPs, which used to be called UFOs, but I think
I like
since about
UFO better.
2010, 2012, I think it slowly started leaking out from like Navy fighter pilot footage and stuff like that, these pilots are actually saying, we don't know what these things are, we can't even chase them, they're too fast. Commander David Fravor, I think his was back in 2012, I could be wrong about
Oh, yeah.
the year, but
Well, he didn't come out with that until like 2 years when the government's like, go ahead.
I think in 2017, apparently this went from like, I think it was 60,000 feet, and in one blip of the radar, which is about 1 second, it went to like just a few feet above sea level.
Right.
And nothing that we know of that we possess can move like that.
Right.
So
And
what
stop
these things
like that.
are, yeah, and
It could have been a Walmart bag, full of air.
Oh, yes, definitely.
yeah,
And let's be honest, this goes all the way back to World War II, and basically since we were flying,
Foo
people have
Fighters.
seen other things flying. Yeah, Foo Fighters, exactly. Not just Dave Grohl.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, many other Foo Fighters, but Austin was floating the idea that this is something that the United States government has been working on. And,
Rolo.
you want to go ahead and talk about your theory on that, Austin?
Yeah, I think it's probably the Aurora project, which is I don't know if it's anti-gravity, but some.
Let me stop you for 1 minute because I just noticed Dennis Pashal is watching, and Dennis, we just gave you a shout out.
What up, D?
I just presented Steve with a $100 gift card to Amazon because he sent you me, and I appreciate that. So, congratulations on your new home.
Congratulations.
Dude, I listened to this podcast about Amazon employees, and I guess you know what the number one thing they sell is like dildos.
I heard baby diapers.
Have you heard that?
I
It
heard
makes
baby
sense
diapers.
because you order it and it comes in a box and nobody knows what's in the box.
Right.
You don't have to go to the
Everyone
store.
knows what's in the box. It's got a big red
I
letter
think
on
it was a
What's
radio.
in the box?
I think it was a Radio Lab.
And real quick, since Rolo is up here, why don't we give him a shout out, and anybody out there
Yeah.
wants to join him on Instagram, go ahead and follow him. How many followers you got so far?
I think it was
53.
53 at
Yeah,
when I just checked before the podcast, and he is Rolo from Blono on Instagram, and he is taking the world by storm.
For sure, though.
Bloomington Normal's hottest new canine
Sensation.
on.
You're gonna want to get it
Instagram.
on the ground floor. You're gonna brag about being 54.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
So-
you can take pictures with Rolo for $5.
It's free of charge right now.
No,
if you
it's
come into
actually
the shop.
$5. You
Not-
gotta come through me. Don't talk to Austin.
Not for kids.
Come right to me.
They're 20.
Kids are 20. Look at it, Sam.
Look at him mugging for the camera.
I mean, he just cut me off. You know, we were just
Right.
kidding earlier.
He's like, I'm.
You took my spot. You know
Rolo's
that.
like, I didn't come to this podcast to take part. I came to the podcast to
To
take
take
over.
over. I'd like to apologize to absolutely no one.
He's the 2-belt champ.
The 2-belt.
2-belt, 2-weight division, Rolo.
Now we are Doug lovers, not that type of way. You know, we're not.
Did you say Doug lovers?
Yeah,
I
we
was
love
getting ready to
everybody
say
named
that,
Doug.
but I said Doug because I was still doing my Irish accent.
Oh, okay.
I like Doug's.
That's
You
just
like
my
Dax?
baby dope stuff.
Snatch, Brad Pitt.
Snap.
Like Dax?
That was
What?
a great movie.
You like Dax?
Oh.
Yeah, I like them.
So yeah, on the UAPs, I think the government, I think, we were just talking about this the other day, it's like, they're showing all this footage, and it's like no one pays any attention to it, because we all
Yeah.
been desensitized, right?
We have, because we were begging for like disclosure, like in the 80s, right? Everybody
Yeah.
was all up in arms, and it seems like now that the government's pretty much just come out and mentioned it, everybody's like, oh, okay, no,
Right.
I mean, no big deal. Like,
Right, well, like I was saying earlier, my theory is, these are our vehicles. Everybody else has seen them. They got pictures and they got video of them. And we can't be the only one that's like, we don't see them. We've got the best satellites. We've got the best cameras. We've got the best
So
telescopes.
you think this is a planned kind of disclosure we're working on?
It's a false flag. We just don't want to be the only ones that haven't seen them. Like, yeah, I don't know what everybody else is talking about. We don't see them, even though.
So you're saying this is United States technology, and we're just kind of like playing coy with pretend like we don't know what they are.
Exactly.
So, and to me, that makes sense, because what is it? Is it Occam's razor that says the most plausible explanation is probably right?
Yeah.
That makes more sense to me
Right.
than aliens, although
Our
I'm not-
government lying to us or aliens?
Right. I mean, and I'm not ruling out aliens. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, if I had to bet, I think I would put my odds on that it's our government or some other government.
Hey!
You know what? I hope to God it's ours and not China or Russia.
Yeah.
Because we know they want to kill us.
Go ahead and lay down there, bro.
Without a doubt, we know they want to kill us.
The dog is on the table. It's chaos.
It's anarchy, I tell you.
He's running amok.
All right. Well, okay. So I think we
He
figured
thinks
out.
he's a cat.
He thinks he's a cat. He thinks he's a lap dog. These are things people always say about their dog, or people
This
say
is
about
true.
their cats. The most common thing that a woman says about their cat is, he thinks he's a human.
Yeah.
I always think, I need a new shave.
Or he thinks he's a dog.
I gotta shave it again.
Yeah. Or kitty cat. All right. So coming up is the Super Strawberry Moon. And I've got a short video. It's actually not that short. It's 3 minutes about the Super Strawberry Moon. It's coming up, I think, this weekend.
Yeah, 3 minutes in eternity in Austin's time.
Yeah, I think it's 97%
The
illuminated.
first
Yeah.
full moon of summer 2021 will also be its biggest and brightest as it appears on your eastern horizon this week at dusk, dressed in delicate orange hues. What is a strawberry moon? Here's everything you need to know about when, where and how to witness the beautiful sight of the lowest hanging full moon of the year. Our satellite will turn full, i.e., it will 100% illuminated by the sun at precisely 1840 Coordinated Universal Time on Thursday, June 24, 2021. That's in daylight for Europe and North America, but that's not a bad thing. The full moon is best seen not when it's high in the sky, but when it's peeking up from below the eastern horizon. It does that at dusk on Thursday, June 24, 2021, the only day in its monthly orbit when it appears in the sky just after the sun has set, so in a gathering dusk rather than in either daylight or darkness. The super strawberry moon will be best seen at moonrise where you are. You can consult a moon calculator to get the precise times of moonrise for your exact location on Thursday, June 24, 2021, but as a rough guide, here are some times for 3 major cities. The celestial mechanics are such that these times are ideal for watching a full moonrise, which occurs about 20 minutes after sunset. In practice, you will have to wait an extra 10 minutes or so to see the full moon poke above the eastern horizon, but it's worth the wait. The Virtual Telescope project will show it live as it rises above Rome, Italy. The live feed is scheduled for the 24th of June 2021 starting at 1900 Coordinated Universal Time. No, it won't be red like a strawberry. In
But like
fact,
your
as it
lips.
rises it will appear as a muted orange orb, gradually turning to yellow as it inches above the horizon. Once it's high in the sky it will appear very bright, and glare so much that it's almost impossible to look at, which is why it's important to catch it at moonrise. Once you're armed with the exact timings, get yourself to a place that has a clear view low to the eastern horizon. Somewhere high is good, 1 or 2 stories up but not blocked by buildings, as is a coastal location. If you get to your location
Good
for
time to have a
sunset
party.
you can watch that, and then get ready for moonrise about half an hour later. About 7% bigger than average, this week's full moon will also be
That's
about
just my brother,
15%
baby
brighter.
dog. Yeah.
That's
just
because
my
it's the
brother,
second
baby
closest
dog.
full
Yeah.
moon of the year. It's also the final supermoon of the year. A supermoon is a full moon close to perigee, the closest point to Earth in the moon's monthly orbit. That happens once every month because the moon has a slightly egg-shaped orbit around Earth. As seen from northerly latitudes, June's full moon will, once it's risen, appear lower to the southern horizon than any other full moon in 2021. The moon is low and the night is short because the sun is high and the day is long.
Damn straight.
Damn straight. Okay, so Strawberry Moon is coming up. Was it this weekend? I obviously missed
Yes.
part of that, but
And I bet they call it strawberry moon because it's time to pick strawberries or something practical like that.
something like that. But it is
Not because it
also
was red.
a supermoon because it's close to apogee, which means it's closer to Earth, because of the egg-shaped orbit.
Yeah, because your regular.
I thought it was a supermoon because it was son of Jarrell.
That could be too. I don't know.
Oh, we're getting a little tail feedback, I think.
Taking care.
Taken care of. You know, we was speaking of Dennis earlier. He was giving me a ride to work this morning, and he was checking out the celestial events that was going on. Mostly just the what am I trying to say? The stars. Help me out here, Austin.
The heavenly bodies.
The stars.
What are they like? Orion's belt? What are
Oh,
they?
the
Constellations.
Constellation,
yeah.
that's the word I was thinking, or trying to think of. But yeah, he was trying to figure out which constellations they were. I couldn't really help him, you know, because I really couldn't see them all that well.
Yeah.
Not without a telescope for me.
I'm a fan of the constellations. We could have that talk sometime.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this dog on the ground because
I was going to, but I'm
Maybe.
gonna let you.
maybe we don't mind you up there, but maybe it's just a little bit too much. And you did great. Like I wouldn't
You did
trust,
great.
I wouldn't trust too many dogs. up
Rolo
there
from
like that,
Blono.
but- Yeah, hit him up on Instagram. Rolo from Blono. He's Bloomington Normal's hottest new canine unit on Instagram. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
That's a fact.
He's a
Without doubt.
2021 canine posse.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
so he's a rump shaker ready to happen. Right?
He is also a heavy favorite for 2021's
Chip, baby,
Good
chip,
Boy
baby,
of
chip.
the Year award.
Yeah. Yeah. He should be
heavy
bigger than
favorite,
Kylie
heavy
Jenner.
favorite.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
pretty good. And that might be a Mooney.
Yeah, that's a good point. The Moonies were kind of fun when we did that. That was kind of
It was
fun.
a
I
great
think
time.
I watched it
A lot of the
a
lunatics
couple
like.
weeks later, and you know what?
I just watched it last night.
Just for being kind of like a goofy thing we did.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It still shows up as the first recommended video that people watch.
There you go.
At least on my feed it does.
What on YouTube or
Or on Facebook.
on Facebook?
On
Whatever.
FB. Hey,
There
look
you go.
who's
I
back.
just listened
Back again. Rolo's back.
to it.
Tell
Tell
your
your friends.
friends.
Two trailer park girls go around the outside.
What?
Around the outside.
What?
That's just my brother, baby dog. That's just my brother.
All right, so I
baby
got
dog.
this. We'll file this under local as a PSA, but CIRA, which is the Central Illinois Regional Airport, our
Say what?
nice little, little airport right here on the east side of Bloomington Normal, is adding flights to Vegas, and this is a local favor. And here we go. Hit that light, son.
Announcement regarding
Yeah, what?
Frontier Airlines here at the Central Illinois Regional Airport. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce the Chair of the Bloomington Normal Board of Commissioners, Airport Authority Board of Commissioners, Mr. Alan Sender, thank you for joining us today. This has been a difficult last 18 months. Everyone has had to learn how to live differently, to work differently, to hunker down and to isolate. And if you're like me,
Get to the point,
you've
son.
got a little bit of cabin fever in the process.
You're not getting up there.
As restrictions continue to be lifted, as things become more positive and more vibrant, we think it's time to start getting out there, start to reconnect with family and friends, start to make some new memories.
I apologize. I thought he was gonna get right to the point here. I didn't watch
It's been a
this.
while. Frontier Airlines also thinks it's time to have fun. They also think the sky is for everyone. So in conjunction with Frontier Airlines, we're very pleased to announce today that beginning on August 12th, Frontier Airlines will begin providing nonstop service to Las Vegas, Nevada. Viva Las Vegas! Twice a week with nonstop flights. We're very excited about this new service from Frontier.
All right, so I
What
think
does that mean twice a week with nonstop flights?
I'm gonna cut that guy off because I think he's a little rambunctious.
Yeah.
And he probably,
Stay down, boy.
How much does it cost, $100?
I mean, I think I would be a better spokesman for Frontier
Yeah.
Airlines. I could have made that more exciting.
Yeah,
But, yeah, so, what that means is that twice a week, an airplane is gonna leave from Central Illinois Regional Airport, fly directly to Las Vegas, and then they'll fly back, and they'll do that twice a week. There's no in-between flights, there's no stops, you just go straight to Vegas. And,
Who's with me?
Mindy's very excited about that,
How
but
much
she
is
said
it?
she has Vegas, you have to look, it's gonna vary, but it's probably, I don't know, $200 maybe, something
Okay.
like that.
A lot of times, them flights are $99, you know?
I mean, on off weeks or whatever, if there's not a lot going on in Las Vegas.
how long of a flight is that?
I really, it's probably like,
6 hours maybe?
no,
5 hours?
it's
2
probably
hours
like
now.
4.
Yeah.
Well, it depends, cause it's not a big commuter jet, this is probably like a, I used to know a lot about airplanes, I really don't anymore. It's probably like a 9 series,
Yeah.
which they don't get up in the jet stream and fly really fast, they're really
Right.
slower. I would
It's-
guess 4 hours, but
I think they call them
could be wrong.
intercontinentals, I think, or continental flights.
But anyway, yeah, Mindy is very excited about that because she says she has Vegas fever. She wants to go to Vegas again because she was there 2 years ago to see Lady Gaga,
Right.
and she wants to go back. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm always up to go to Vegas. Vegas to
Yeah.
me is I don't want to be in Las Vegas for more than 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you go to Vegas, it's great. You know, you're there for a day, 2 days, 3 days. After that, you're like, man, I got to get the fuck out of here.
I gotta get home and get some sleep.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, because
Yeah.
you don't sleep.
Yeah.
The minute
Don't
you
say.
wake up and there's a dead girl in your, your room, then you know something's wrong.
I've been in Vegas twice for 3 to 4 days at a time, and it is like once you go to your room and you're like, shit, man, there's a lot of shit going on downstairs or
Right.
outside. Like, why am I sleeping? I'm not gonna be here again for a while, so
It's
just
crazy.
Go back down.
There's been an Elvis sighting,
Oh, yeah, you see
and this
one
time I
on
think it's legit.
every corner.
Yeah.
There's an Elvis on every corner. You know, when we
Stop,
were
no.
talking earlier, I thought you were stopping. What did you say?
He's a rule breaker. He's rambunctious. He's running amok. If you can keep there, that's perfect.
Roller, you just stay put right there.
That took my brother, baby dog.
But when we were
That took my
talking
brother,
earlier
baby
and we were
dog.
mentioning Amazon, has anyone heard about the Jeff Bezos staying in space petition?
Yes.
40,000 people, are we signing or what?
I'll sign it just to see if we can actually enforce it. I don't think we can. I don't
How
think it,
could we? What
I
are we gonna do, shoot him down? Make him stay at the Chinese space station?
maybe.
Deny him re-entry.
I'm sorry, you are denied entry to Earth's orbit.
Everybody signed it, even Rolo.
Even Rolo.
Even my ex-wife. Yeah, even your ex-wife.
She's probably the one that started it, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. Okay, so I've got this. Okay, this is a shorter one.
What?
This is TMZ. This is 1 minute and 7 seconds long, but it's the petition on Jeff Bezos. Should we watch this?
Let's do it. And go.
We celebrate 4th of July, the red.
So Jeff Bezos, we know, is going to space, but a couple people have something else in mind for using his billions of dollars. And what they want him to do is buy the Mona Lisa and eat it. It's incredible. This is a real thing. So on change.org, there is a petition of people who want Jeff Bezos to buy and eat the Mona Lisa, and it has 7,222 out
It's
of
the wrong
7,500
petition.
signatures needed to make it
Why do we hate
happen.
Jeff again?
Cause he's just so rich.
Just
and
because he's
rolling
putting all
around.
these mom and pop businesses out of.
Okay.
Okay, this is the one returning Earth. Sorry about that.
That's all right. I was
I'm gonna
interested in that one. I think I'm in that one too.
In for hard floors, a brand new way to clean.
I'm gonna start a petition that says
The
Jeff
first
Bezos has to
direct
suck my.
soft roller cleaner head.
I would just say he's gotta give me half his money.
I mean,
वेलकम टू न्यूज वर्सेस रियलिटी
Let's
जहां
start with
आपको
like
न्यूज के
one
अलावा
100.
उसके पीछे छुपी रियलिटी
Right.
भी बताई जाती है। तो न्यूज ये है कि जेफ बेजोस को जमीन पर वापस आने ना
Cool,
दिया
that's it.
जाए। इस ऑनलाइन पिटीशन पर अब तक 70,000 से
All right,
ज्यादा लोग
this
साइन
isn't
कर
working.
चुके
You
हैं।
can't actually have this
Amazon
girl
और
saying
Blue
it.
Origin के
But we get
CEO
it.
जेफ
people want Jeff Bezos to stay in space, right?
Yeah. And I could actually understand it because, you know, I use the talk to speak to text on my phone and I got it really fast, so I kinda understood that.
Oh, okay. So
I understood
you're
that.
on point there.
I'm straight on point, man. That was right up my alley.
All right. Let's just take a quick poll. Who wants Jeff Bezos to stay in space? 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
You know, that's not, we should write a song. That'd be a good lyric.
I think it'd be
song.
me. He'd eventually run out of air.
All
And he'd die of a horrible death.
So-
Exactly what happened to Iron Man, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, in China, he could always stay at their space station. I'm sure they're pretty good with that.
You know, dogs actually beat men into space.
Yeah, so did monkeys.
And a
No,
giraffe,
but
I think, too.
Iron Man, aka Tony Stark, was stuck in space with the Blue Meanie and almost ran out of oxygen if it weren't for Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel came and bring him back.
Which would be all right savior.
Captain Marvel can breathe in space?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. she
How
can
is
do
that possible?
I don't know.
Because she's a cartoon, fictional character.
Oh,
That makes sense.
yeah.
So okay, I got this video.
And
of it.
super hot though, right?
I think so.
I mean, I'm more Wonder Woman.
Can Wonder Woman breathe in space?
No, but she could do almost
got an
anything
invisible
else.
jet.
She can spin around and change like no one's business.
I think Captain Marvel is hotter than Black Widow. That's just me though.
Who plays
I
Black
know
Widow?
I'm in the minority.
Is that Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
She's so hot.
But again, my original Wonder Woman, Linda Carter. is
Yeah,
Awesome.
still
Yeah,
on top, right?
her eyes, yeah.
Oh my God.
If
gorgeous.
she was in her prime today,
Oh,
she would be the box. She
Smoking.
would smash box office. 'Cause
Smoking.
There weren't comic book movies back then, right?
not too many. No.
No, I don't think there were any. Well, I mean like Superman.
They were made for TV. more than-
Superman.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Superman was great. Remember when Richard Pryor was in Superman 3?
Yeah.
That was Superman 2.
Was
That
it
was Superman 2, yeah, they
Pretty
say it's the
sure.
worst one, where they take the pennies and
Are
they
you
make
sure it was
millions.
Superman 2? I
Um,
believe it's Superman 3, right?
well,
But you know, I guess there's
Echo. What
They talk about,
Superman movie was Richard Pryor in?
Here's something I found on the web.
I think it was 2.
According to Wikipedia.org, Richard Pryor, live in concert as a 1979 American stand-up
Shut the
comedy
F
film
up,
starring
Echo.
Richard
Well,
Pryor and directed by Jeffrey
YouTube
Wright.
search, I type Richard Pryor Superman and it comes up with Superman 3.
Oh.
Booyah! Sorry about that, Rolo. Look at Rolo.
I can't control him. You guys are letting this dog get away with this.
Well, he's like.
Yeah, it
on
definitely
Austin's
appears that
keyboard.
that is Superman 3, so the win goes to Steve on that.
Okay.
Bang bang.
All right, I've got this traffic stop gone bad in Arkansas.
They always go bad in Arkansas.
They sure do.
I
Hit the lights, son.
always thought that was
Get that dog
Arkansas.
off the table.
It is Arkansas.
You got this dog?
Uh-oh.
He just said get the dog off the table.
He's talking to you.
No, he's not.
Just fire! Just fire! Shoot!
Sit down, dog. You can stay right here.
Yeah.
Just fire, Ken.
seems like one of them Hollywood guns that.
Tell me how many units now.
He gone.
Tell me he's fleeing in a vehicle at eastbound on Steel.
Is that a Saturn?
Except for I got a white female just got out. She's walking southbound off the Steel.
This one over here.
I got the female walking toward me. Who's that with you?
You get hit?
Why did he pull a gun on me? The hell is he doing? You don't need.
That's not the first
Put
time
that
she heard
down.
that today.
Do you have any weapons on you? Alright, I'm gonna put you in handcuffs because I don't know what I'm dealing with. Are you hit? Are you okay?
You know what I find a little bit disturbing? Well, not necessarily disturbing because we can't really blame the guy, human nature. He didn't chase that armed, suspect.
Yeah, that's why I thought he was hit.
Maybe
Yeah.
his car was immobilized.
And he might have been, hit, but not, not seriously hit. Like he might have been grazed. But there was a lot of bullets for not being shot for no one to be hit at all. Like there's probably like 20 shots there, right?
Well, like I said, it seemed like it was a Hollywood prop gun that never ran out of bullets, right?
Right.
Like I'm like, this dude just keeps shooting.
Right.
And he looked like he was point blank, Hey,
Yeah, I guess from that windshield or window dash cam, you could see where the perp was shooting at him, but you couldn't tell where the cop was. I suspect he was behind the car, right? Or he hunkered down behind the door.
somewhere, yeah.
But yeah, who knows? But it seemed like he was all right when he was putting the cuffs on the girlfriend.
Mhm.
But who knows?
I noticed he turned his dash cam off when he frisked her.
When he fisted her?
Frisked.
Oh,
Frisked. I'm not sure what else happened. But she could be like Austin. Every time Austin gets pulled over, he knows his rights. He requests a body cavity search.
So Christopher Kimmon says, tell Rolo we don't know where Austin's mouth has been. Good point. Chris, good point. Roy Rambo sends a little smile to that.
I know where your mouth has been though, Chris.
Christopher Kimmon also says, AJ, you still in cosmetology classes.
Yes.
Sick burn. Sick burn.
They could use a little work.
All right, so we'll just move on right on to
Jennifer
this because
Padaki?
Jen Psaki, the White House press
Come on,
secretary.
Not Nara. Oh, that's her real name?
This White House is
Okay, so first of all, I'm on record as saying I think Jen Psaki's hot, but this outfit with her lipstick matching her blazer, and then she's got the red hair, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But I'm not here to critique her looks.
You just
This is
did.
her. I am. I did. You're right.
I want a
Definitely
little bit
right
of
with that.
cleavage in a different color jacket and maybe red lipstick. I don't know who dressed her.
I don't know. I'd like to see a little bit more cleavage.
Yeah.
First of all, who's the last White House press secretary to quit and then get into porn? I think she should be the next one.
Yeah.
But who
I'm
was
pretty sure it
it?
was George Stephanopoulos.
I digress.
I think it was Stephanopoulos.
Was he a press secretary?
Yeah, he was
He's
press
definitely into
secretary.
porn. Definitely.
Maybe
He
was.
loves the
I don't
kind.
know. Maybe the Clinton years seem so long ago now.
That was Clinton?
Yeah, I guess he was. Maybe he was. Anyway.
How else do we know him? He's an anchor on Fox
what
News.
went wrong? What happened there? Was the goal too high? The number just not attainable?
Oh, this is about the vaccination goal. The White House is coming up and saying
70%?
we're not going to make it by July 4th.
No. I'm not even thinking that they got the 45% that they're swearing they got.
Maybe, but this girl is good at deflecting, right?
Yeah.
Like, watch the way she answers this question.
In the 70% deadline. As this White House sees it, what went wrong? What happened there? Was the goal too high? The number
Maybe
just
that's my
not
son.
attainable?
Sure. Well, we don't see it exactly like something went wrong. How we see it is we set a bold, ambitious goal, something the president has done from the very beginning. And we are expected to meet that goal just a couple weeks after July 4th. And in fact, at this point, as of today, we're going to be already at that point for people who are 30 years of age and older. What we also know, though, and we've learned this as we've been working to get the pandemic under control, take on this Herculean task where there's no playbook, is that there are demographic groups and sometimes populations where it's more difficult to reach. We've seen that, and we've talked about that as it related to early on to hesitancy we were seeing in communities of color or some more conservative communities, and we've seen it's been a great deal more difficult to get young people between the ages of 18 and 26 vaccinated than adults who are older than that. Hence, we are redoubling our efforts to ensure we are targeting, we are focusing on, we are making the vaccine more accessible for those age groups.
I gotta ask myself, if I was between, what was it, 18 and 24 or 26, whatever.
Would you get it? Probably not.
Hell no, I wouldn't. There's no way. It seems to me like, under 30, there's a lot more downside to getting a vaccine than there's any upside.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are out in public a lot and then going back and being close to elderly relatives or something like that, yeah, you should probably get it. But maybe not though, because can you still, if you're vaccinated, you can still get it and carry it, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, you can. You can. And also, some people say that if you've already had the COVID, that you're going to be better off than getting vaccinated, and that you wouldn't need vaccinated. And then I've also heard.
Well, that's the natural vaccination. Right?
Yeah, because it's natural
antibodies.
Yeah. And so I also heard that if you got one of the vaccines, that it'd be all right to get the other vaccine for your second shot. It would do a wider band of protection against the COVID, in case you get the infamous India version or the Brazilian version that's going down, which I heard is hairless, by the way.
It's hairless?
Yeah, the Brazilian version.
Oh,
I see what you did there.
Ba-dum-ting-dong.
Well, wait, you're getting a little bit of feedback there, but it probably won't show up. Hopefully, it's not, I don't think it might be yours, Austin.
I think it's Austin's, when the dog was sitting on his laptop.
Come on, man, you're better than that. You're better than that.
it was me. I'm sorry.
It was you. Yeah, well, of course. We don't just point the fingers all willy-nilly.
All right, so if we're not going to fall back on some videos right now, what are we going to talk about?
Well, again, we could talk about the president's ambitious goal of setting 70, and I just think that's crazy. We could also talk about the Japanese government and how they failed, how the Brazilian government's failed as well.
Roy Rambo's watching. Mike Wilson's watching.
All right, both those dudes.
Did you hear that Biden's oldest dog died yesterday?
No, they're not. I'm
Major?
sorry
Yeah.
about that.
I think that's his name, yeah. So shout out to Major, crossing the Rainbow Bridge. Love you, brother.
He's probably doing a lot better off than a lot of Joe's other dogs. Yeah.
Well, listen, you were talking about the Japanese government failing and the Brazilian government
Oh,
failing.
definitely.
What have they failed at?
Well, like for example, I heard that we got the Summer Olympics coming up in Japan, correct?
I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, we do. It's something that's going on, and there's only like 3% of the country that's been vaccinated, and so they're not letting any.
3% of Japan?
Exactly, but yet they're going to be the Summer Olympics. All countries' athletes are going to go there. And
Seems like a bad idea, right?
Exactly, and so the Japanese medical, people say, hey, we shouldn't have spectators, and they definitely aren't having spectators from other countries, but Japanese government wants 10,000 spectators. But this is what I heard that's really hilarious, but they can't cheer.
What?
Yeah, because you don't want to
Yeah.
spread that stuff.
Is the CDC, is that a world organization or is that just United States?
Center for Disease Control is the United States.
Okay, but we're around the world, right?
But it's not governed by the United States. Let me rephrase that, because it is a worldwide organization. I kind of misspoke on that, yeah.
Okay.
But it is based in the United States. But I don't think that the United States government has authority over them. I don't think. I could be wrong about that. But, no, let's think about that for a minute. So if Japan is gonna have the Summer Olympics, which is, let's face it, like, we're living on top of each other in Japan. Japan is an island, and it has a very
Yeah.
dense population.
They have to start building up, yeah.
They build up. It just seems like that's a lot of people in a very small space. I mean, if I were in charge of the United States Olympic Committee or whatever, I would really consider twice about sending our youngest, best athletes over there. That seems like a bad idea to me. I don't know.
Or how about letting them make their own decision? I don't know, that's tough.
Well, if the U.S. goes, the U.S. goes. It's not like they can go, you know, it's an envoy. You know, it's a caravan. When the U.S. goes, they all go.
You know, because these kids have been training their entire life, and you know what, they're probably not too worried that they're in the better shape than probably like 99.9999.
Yeah.
You know, my thing
But
is
everybody.
like this, who wants to go watch a sporting event where you're not allowed to cheer?
I don't know about the not cheering, that sounds
I'll
kinda
watch it on
fucked up.
TV. That's the best seat in the house anyway.
Exactly.
Right.
I want to
And-
see
and you
Simone
can cheer.
Biles do, you know, her triple flips and then like spread her leg.
I think they were doubles.
Whatever she's doing, I'll watch it.
Right? Intently.
Yeah, closely and critiquing. And
You'll be like the sixth judge.
I'm trying to scratch and sniff the
Copiously.
TV.
Copiously.
Austin, get that drink on the other side of the table.
What were you thinking, Austin? First the feedback and now this. And then so Brazil, they kind of like took the whole, you know, we're Brazil, we live, you know, life to the fullest, and we're not gonna wear masks, we're not gonna do this, and we're not gonna buy vaccines from other countries, and of course we don't have enough stuff going on where we're making our own. See, Japan's at least trying to, you know, take care of their own, you know.
You ever watch Brazilian porn? They never wear rubbers.
I did not know that. Who's that? Johnny Carson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Brazil and Japan, we've been talking about for a minute, two of my favorite countries because
Yeah.
they're both kind of like big into the mixed martial arts game
Yeah.
and the jiu-jitsu game. I think, and you can check my facts on this. I think
You can check it,
jiu-jitsu technically started in Japan, but Brazilian jiu-jitsu is what everybody knows today.
Okay.
Check my facts on that. It might not be true, but
It's 100% true, because you heard it here. We check all our facts pre-show.
we did.
Yeah, so.
I don't know where I was going with that. I think I'm done with
Purpose
that.
it's not. Well, you were just saying that was two of your favorite countries because of the, you know, the MMA,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
law.
the mixed martial arts, the way of the warrior, the samurai, the
Gracie.
Gracie, the one family that's done more for mixed martial arts than any family.
Right.
It's
know,
probably got a 12-year-old kid in their family that can whoop anybody you know.
I think in the last 30 years, mixed martial arts and especially jiu-jitsu has come further than it has in the last couple hundred years.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I would say that jiu-jitsu is probably easily top 5 martial art. I was gonna say top 3 that is taught currently.
I wonder if AI will improve like martial arts. You know?
Well, AI improves everything. Kind of like if we remember back in
It's like hot
Rocky
sauce.
3 when he fought Ivan Drago and
Drago.
and he
Drago.
had all the science, right?
Well,
Yeah, and the
Rocky-
juice and those Mexican
juice.
supplements.
And all
Well,
that good
we'll,
stuff.
we'll call them.
yeah, they showed him shooting up and they showed him like using that.
We'll call them Moscow supplements.
Yeah. But like right now,
Which
you know,
brings us to conclusion.
just like in drag racing, like you see people drag racing, they're not tuning their cars like with a screwdriver, they're on a computer tuning their car.
There's
you know?
screwdrivers involved though.
No, not
To take the back of the computer out.
Allen wrenches.
Not at all. See,
And ball bearings. It's all ball bearings.
I think it's cogs and wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure. But
I don't know nothing about mechanics. Get away from that wheelbarrow, boy.
is it mechanics?
You know you don't know nothing about machinery.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it is what it is, and it is what it's gonna be.
That dog just wants to get on the table then.
He
Yeah.
does. He thinks he's a cat, man.
He thinks he's a human.
No. No, he didn't.
Look, he thinks it's a lapdog.
He definitely.
Karen, get down, Karen.
A laptop.
I don't know. I thought this dog was going to be great for the podcast. But
Yeah.
apparently, he just wants to be the star of the
Yeah.
podcast.
He is a star.
Oh, he thinks he's the host.
He's the
Hold
host
on,
with the most.
I'm gonna have to fight this dog now.
He is the host with the most.
Wait, I'll just be the co-host then.
Okay.
We're all co-hosts, right? I thought we established that.
That's the conversation I had with Austin. He said I'm the host and he's the co-host. I'm like, well, no, if we're both hosts, then we're both co-hosts, right?
Yeah, right.
If you haven't, please join Instagram and then follow Rono from Blono if you're not a member.
Don't let him get on the table.
Just say no, Austin. This is where you gotta stand your ground.
Okay.
Well,
Start-
not like that.
Start making rules.
Hey, are you trying to rape my dog?
Yeah.
Dude, he's not a fuck toy.
Why'd you get? Oh,
Wait, what were we talking about?
what were we doing?
Peanut butter.
What happened?
There's a
All
jar
right.
of it in the fridge.
So this will be a nice little like 2-minute aside from what we're talking about now. They just dropped Loki.
I'm excited about this.
I watched the first episode. I liked it. I started the second episode and didn't really like that. But so this is I think this isn't Amazon, right? This is Hulu?
I think it is. I think it is Amazon.
Maybe it is Amazon.
Dude, but
It's
you
not
know what?
It's not
It's
Netflix.
Disney,
that's
Dude,
right?
Disney Plus. You're right.
you know what? Good on the casting because I mean this actor looks exactly like if I close my eyes what I would think Loki would look like.
Played Loki in the Avengers and all those
Okay,
other
okay.
films. So it's the same guy, Tom Hiddleston or Huddleston, something like that.
Yeah.
Great actor, by the way. Plays the villain or the heel very well. In this one, I think he's going to end up being like, you know, the anti-hero or maybe even the hero. Who knows? They're releasing it 1 week at a time, which I hate. I wish they would just release it and I could binge it.
Yeah.
But I think there's 2 episodes now. I think they come out on Thursday or something like that. But
It's probably better marketing doing it like that. Just spoon feed you.
I mean,
Exactly.
they're walking the edge because there's definitely a huge market for releasing them all at once. Like Netflix has kind of like made their money off of that,
Right.
like putting them all out and let people binge.
Yeah.
But now, like I guess Disney Plus is like saying, well, we're gonna like build a little bit of
With the
anticipation, a
Mandalorian,
little
yeah.
bit of the suspense. We're gonna only release these 1 week at a time.
So people can
And
talk
that-
and develop theories.
That does kind of feel good too, because remember when we were kids, like we'd have to wait. Well, whatever we were watching, if it was weekly, we'd have to wait. Knight Rider.
We're creatures of habit, so.
Yeah, you know,
Creatures of
it
habit.
almost makes it sweeter when you have to wait.
It does.
It's like pussy.
And, you know, with all the online stuff now, like you can't like get on and read all the stuff about what happens. You have to like just experience it. So, anyway, this is Loki. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, here's the thing too, is with Disney, how are they gonna keep your interest for the rest of the month? If you binge it all in 6 to 8 hours, then you may not go back to Disney.
Disney knows what they're doing
Right.
as far as marketing.
Well, they're a subscription service. They want people to keep coming back, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And they have a lot of other content on their Disney.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But if they're
Like
not coming
Simpsons
out
and
with
shit?
fresh content, I should say, because Netflix
They're constantly
always has
producing.
fresh. Well, they are and
And
aren't.
dude, I'm hearing now that Cruella is one of the greatest Disney movies of all time. Have you heard that?
Mindy liked it. I've heard good things about it. I haven't seen it.
And
That's,
we're
that's
talking,
a bold statement, right?
but we're talking about a Disney movie you actually have to purchase.
Yeah, I
So
gotcha.
it's not that you're already a subscription member to your Disney Plus and you get to see it. You might get a, do you even get a discount being a Disney Plus member if you watch
I don't
the
know how it
movie?
works.
Wait, if you watch what?
The Cruella movie? Don't they charge you for that if they put out a motion picture?
That I don't know.
I think you have to pay full. I mean, it would make sense.
But it'll probably eventually be available on their platform. You
Yeah,
have to wait
yeah.
until it has its cinematic release and all that.
Exactly.
Right? Remember when that was a big deal? It's like, oh, you hear they're releasing Lion King on DVD next week. It's like, it was.
The state of the movie theater is going to be different after COVID for sure. I mean,
a lot of people are buying AMC stock.
Hmm?
A lot of people are buying AMC stock.
Hey, man.
Have you heard that? It's like one of the ones that people are making millions on.
Yeah, that's a Reddit thing though. I don't think there's anything behind that. Well, and we can get into that. That's a whole other conversation. But let's watch a little Loki.
I know what this place is. The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection. Big metaphor guy.
I love it. Makes you sound super smart. I am smart. I know. Okay. Okay.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
This is absurd.
Sign this too.
We protect the proper flow of time. You picked up the Tesseract, breaking reality. I want you to help us fix it. Why me? I need your unique Loki perspective. Do I get a weapon? Yeah.
You really believe in this Loki fairy?
Luckily, he believes in himself enough for the both of us.
It is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me. I'm 10 steps ahead of you.
You're not big on trust, are you?
You can trust me.
Look, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
Why never do it again?
I'm kind of interested. Like I said, I watched the first episode. I really liked that. I did start the second episode, and I was like, well, what are they doing? Like, it doesn't seem right, but...
I thought it was Wedding Crashers too.
Might have been. Owen Wilson, pretty good in that.
Is he?
Yeah, I mean,
He's come a long way from trying to kill himself, right?
Did he do that?
Yeah.
Why? He's on Wilson.
I don't know. Why does anyone want to do that? I mean, we all probably had that.
Yeah, it's Luke Wilson's brother.
Yeah.
Who? What? I thought it was Wilson, the volleyball off of Castaway.
No, Will Smith is their brother. He's.
That's a pretty.
What's up, Roy Rambo?
It's a pretty long.
That looks like the Monopoly guy.
Who's that?
The guy at First Science TV.
That is true.
Apparently there's a huge comet coming towards Earth. And it just entered our solar system. It's not really coming towards Earth, but it is in our solar system. Should we watch this, or should we talk
Yeah,
about
I say
something else?
let's do it.
All right.
You know that's intriguing. So the freaking Moon Club, for crying out loud. For crying out loud.
An enormous object is currently making its way through the solar system, which has piqued the interest of astronomers who are gearing up for the object's closest approach to Earth. Astronomers have spotted something strange lurking on the edge of the solar system. What has been described as a megacomet and has a very eccentric orbit is currently making its way to Earth's neck of the woods. The object in question has only recently been discovered, with experts still figuring out the fine details. It was only recently identified by astronomers in data from the Dark Energy Survey, which captured data between 2014 and 2018. The object has been designated the Title 2014 UN 271, and it is a monstrous object. Size estimates place the object at anywhere between 100 and 370 kilometers, 62 and 230 miles wide. According to Sam Dean, a citizen scientist, the size range means it is likely a large comet or small dwarf planet. He wrote in a post on the Minor Planets Center that puts it on a similar scale, if not larger than, Sarat's huge comet C/1729 P1. And almost undoubtedly the largest Oort cloud object ever discovered, almost in dwarf planet territory. What makes the object even more peculiar is the strange orbit. According to analysis, the object travels close to the Sun and then swings back out to the Oort cloud, the circumstellar disk of gas and dust which encircles the solar system. As such, it takes the object a staggering 612,190 years to complete a full orbit.
Wow.
Currently, the object is about 22 2 astronomical units, AU, from the Sun. 1 AU is the distance between Earth and the Sun. However, over the last 7 years, it has traveled around 1 AU per year. By the citizens' scientists' estimates, it will reach around 10.9 astronomical units of the Sun in 2031. This will put it close to the orbit of Saturn at its closest point after that. It will begin to make its journey back away from our host star and into the depths of the solar system. Mr. Dean said, this new object, 2014 UN 271, is not just unusual, but radically exceptional among all known bodies in the solar system to date. Discovered about 29 astronomical units out from the Sun and currently around 22 away. Its orbit takes it from just beyond the orbit of Saturn, 10.9 astronomical units, all the way out to the Oort cloud. When it reaches its closest point, it is unlikely people on the ground will be able to see it without the use of a telescope. In fact, it is most likely going to be as bright in the night sky as Pluto's moon, Charon.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to digest there. So this is coming from outside the solar system, the Oort cloud. And it is going to come, they didn't really talk about this, it is going to come into like, you know, planetary circulation. Like there's a possibility this thing could crash into any of the planets if it's coming, you know, within the solar
just timing
cycles there.
Right.
It's going to be, you know, I mean, I guess in the next 15, 20 years we'll be hearing about it, but.
Except
You know,
by 2031?
I've heard some more stuff about, was it a Moe Mua Mua or whatever that thing was called?
Mahi Mahi.
Mahi Mahi, yeah, it's like, they said it was shaped like a cigar, but they've crunched more data, and they think it's probably more likely that it was shaped like a Frisbee, and we were seeing it from the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're saying it could have been like a sail. Like, that's why it sped up and slowed down.
Maybe.
Well,
We
look
didn't.
at-
God, sorry.
I was gonna say, but if it's rotating in space, then you would have seen when it flipped
I don't
up.
think it's
right?
rotating.
That's
It
most
could be.
definitely
The
rotating.
problem with that is we didn't really catch it until it was already on its way out. Like, we didn't catch it on its way in because it was coming from, you know, the other, beyond the sun, right? The other side of the sun, so we didn't see
Something,
it.
yeah.
But, that was definitely interesting. It came from outside of our solar system. Like, it's not gonna come back. It's not within the sun's gravity. It just, you know, it came in and it went out.
Right. What's up with Billie Eilish?
That's what she said.
Billie Eilish has some stuff going on, but we've only got like 3 minutes left. We should try to finish this on.
We can talk about Billie.
250, I thought it was gonna
Have
shot.
you heard her last, we can do shots, have you heard her last song called Power?
Nope.
It really reminds me of like old James Bond songs, like Shirley Bassey and stuff. And I wonder.
Should I get shots for us? Can you guys hold
Yeah,
it
go ahead.
if I get 3 shots for
Go
us?
ahead. What do you think about
Go ahead.
What do you think about Billie Eilish singing the next James Bond song? Or did James Bond get Me Too? Did he get canceled because he'd be slapping bitches up or what?
Does he slap bitches?
Mm-hmm.
No, he just makes out with them.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
he
thought-
just kisses them. He doesn't slap them.
Yeah, but they got cool names like Octopussy.
You're thinking of Sean Connery.
Sean Connery, the
Sean
original
Connery.
James Bond. Yeah.
Yeah, the original. He's dead, right?
Yeah. Did Sean Connery die?
Yes.
Not that I know of.
Echo. Is Sean Connery alive?
Sean Connery died on October 31st, 2020 in Nassau, Bahamas. He was 90 years old.
He
Hey,
was
Jim.
90.
I got some bad news for you.
Sean Connery is
Come in
dead.
here and sit down.
Your mother's a whore, Trebek.
America, I just checked my following list and you motherfuckers owe me.
MJ, Sean's gone.
Your mother's a
Get
whore,
your
Trebek.
money.
Did you hear me? Sean's gone. He's gone.
To Sean Connery.
I thought it was to 250
Oh yeah,
50 cents.
in the books.
250. And
No, not 250.
Sean Connery,
Think.
I fucked your mother, Trebek.
Your mother's a whore, Trebek. Whoa, whoa.
Catch up, my brother, baby dog. All right, let's do
Alright,
it.
here we go. Bam.
Catch up, my brother,
All right,
baby
Moon
dog.
Club podcast number 250. We're at 6:59. Are we ending this thing?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Peace out.
Moon Club podcast number 259.
Peace.
Wait, 259? 250.
250.
250. Peace. We out.
Never
Love
thought
you,
we would have made
Liberty.
it this far.
250 more.
The Vegas odds were actually 250 to 1 that we would make it this far.
Look at the dog.
Why'd you put your shot glass on him?
Just keep it off the table.
Is it?
They're keeping shots.
You love shots.